that made that easy.
What about bigger things?
Pioneer?
So, who can guess what that is? So, I talked to you all quite some time ago about this in Germany, and this is obviously the original concept for the Pioneer. Now, some time has passed, and whilst the core concepts of base building have remained the same at a high level, how you physically build your bases has changed slightly. So back then, you were building everything on board ship here. You would fly your Pioneer. This is the area I want to build in. I'm going to build my base on board the ship, and I'm going to drop it down. As you've seen, bases are a lot more expansive now. This doesn't work anymore. So we need to do a little bit of some reconcepting.
OK, so one of the first things we really wanted to kind of solve was the arm. We know a lot more about how we're going to be constructing these structures now, and kind of the arm didn't really make a lot of sense anymore. All it really did was it made the space you need to land the ship almost twice as big as what it's kind of needed. And we're not real spaceship engineers. We don't make real spaceships. But what we do try and do a lot of the time is we try and take as much reference from kind of real-life manufacturing as we possibly can. And I think that's really it's really key to what I think Star Citizen is as a whole across like all the different departments. In that we're trying to make a believable universe. And if you think about the arm, and whilst I can't deny it's a cool idea, I think really from a manufacturing point of view, all it really does is it adds a lot of complication and a lot of manufacturing costs onto what is already a very advanced, very large, very costly ship to make. So that was kind of like one of the kind of real first things we wanted to do. The second thing we wanted to look at was kind of have a little bit of a shift around of kind of like the egress points on the ship. The cargo position has moved, so we needed to kind of update that. We wanted to make sure that the landing pad made sense and had space to kind of come into the ship. And then we also needed a way of getting things out of the ship that we will be crafting. On top of that, we had a few other goals. Like I say, it needs to support all the updated kind of building mechanics. It needs to support all our current metrics, and I don't mean just character metrics. I mean all metrics. Because we're going to be creating a lot of things inside the ship.
You land it, and it is a building base.
We wanted it to kind of become a true self-sustained mobile base. We wanted it to kind of be kind of like the cornerstone of your crafting and construction ventures. And to do that, we needed to add a few extra kind of onboard facilities. So, a med bay, like I say, the crafting area, the ability to refine or extract and refine materials.
So let's have a quick look over the updated interior of the Pioneer. So at the back of the ship, we have the classic bridge, looks out over the expanse of the ship. And then top and bottom of that in this image, we have the escape pod rooms. And then leading off those is the access to the manned turrets that remain. Then going downstairs, we have the cargo area at the top. Doesn't look like a lot. That's 1,000 SEU of cargo now in that space.
Oh my God.
Next to that is the fabrication control room. This is where you'll be controlling fabricating larger vehicles and ships, as well as smaller fabrication machines next door for. You don't want to use this to build a small FPS weapon. It's a bit overkill, so we have that on board as well. In the center of the ship, we have a small fabrication hangar with roof and ramp egress. So if you're building a small ship on board, so things like a Nomad, you can build on board here. You'll be able to fly out the roof of the fabrication hangar.
Oh,
and then we have the existing
amazing
small landing pad that transitions from outside the ship to inside the ship. So cargo you can load via new entrance that Ben's going to talk about in a second, but you can still retain the ability to land a ship on top of this ship, move it inside your ship, all those things. Engineering at the rear, this is now capital components all the way around. It was a weird mix of size 3s before. It's now just all capital everything. Then we have the habitation, mess hall, medical area between the hangar and engineering. And then at the front, we have 4 extra-large drones in the drone room. But we don't just have some pictures like this to show you. Ben's going to go through this in a bit more detail now.
Okay, yeah, so we're going to have a little look at kind of like the concept and where it's at on the interior. We start out on the, the interior bridge. It's very spacious, or command deck bridge, whatever you want to call it. It gives kind of really nice views out over the front of the ship.
Oh, it is nowadays, you're right.
And up right front, you've got all the consoles required that you need to kind of control the ship, as well as the kind of additional remote turret access consoles. And then at the rear, we have the main kind of navigation components and some small engineering consoles. And kind of flanking either side, we've got these 2 corridors, and they lead out to the manned turrets that kind of sit above the bridge. And they also have all the escape pods needed for all the bridge crew. Like I say, we want this to kind of be a home away from home, so we have a very large, comfortable habitation area. Each of the crew members, they get their own individual crew pod. And one of the nice things about this is these actually open up, and they allow kind of each crew member to kind of decide like how much privacy they actually want.
God, that's very CNOU.
This is the crafting area. We've got the 4 kind of crafting machines. And these are right next to the cargo bay, the internal cargo bay. And as John says, this holds up to 1,000 SEU of cargo, so it's pretty sizable. To make it a little bit easier, it's got its own dedicated cargo lift at the back. That again, just simplifies that kind of getting cargo in and out of the vehicle. Down at the front, we have the drone room. Now these will be 4 extra large drones, so they'll be able to craft our largest structures in game. They exit the ship out through the roof, and they're all controlled by the construction console in this area. And finally, we're just going to take a quick look at the crafting area on the ship. So you can see here we've got these blast shields down that kind of protect the crew in this area from what's going on inside. And then as these open up, we just finished making a storm. And as we see, there's a ramp that leads out, so you can drive any ground vehicle straight out the front, between all the landing gear, and you get this really nice kind of like sense of scale as you're driving underneath out the front of the ship. And we've also got the top exit for any flight vehicles. And then finally, we have the landing pad, and this just allows us for any ships that land up on deck, we can just bring them down into the belly of the ship.
So, that's the Pioneer. It's had quite the glow up over the years. Holds 4 extra large drones. And if you're interested in finding out what extra large drones can build, I highly recommend sticking around for the next presentation. It's about 20% bigger. I know the jokes, we always make ships bigger, but to fit all that in, it needed it. It can craft small ships and vehicles. And one thing we didn't show in that video is the landing gear actually have integrated ground resource extractors in. So when you find your plot, you land your ship, and you can start extracting the resources from it.
You don't even need anyone. You just need that.
Capital components all around, and now it has 1,000 SU cargo capacity. Now the bad news. When base building comes out, this will not be there day 1 of it. But we are starting this in the next week or 2, so it is in production very soon.
Wow. So it's squadron releases.
So,
12 to 15 months.
It's huge.
to finish up, we'll do the classic one last thing. CitizenCon is usually about looking forwards, but we'll do some housekeeping and look at the now and a bit before. So, sorry, this is Ben.
Yeah, so you remember last year we teased these 10 vehicle silhouettes. Now, these were vehicles that we were planning on working on this year, and we've not quite delivered all of them yet this year. But we did come quite close. So far we've delivered 6. We've delivered the Pulse, the X1, the Medvac, the Argo and PUV-1T, the RSI Zeus, and the rework on the Retaliator. Oh, but what about the rest? Sorry.
So,
Crusader Intrepid.
all but one of these will be released before the end of the year. So the Legionnaire is the one that's going to miss out. And that's because we want to align it with hacking gameplay. But the rest will be here before the end of the year. So, Crusader Intrepid, Mirai Guardian, and the Polaris. So,
Give us one right
we
now.
have a
It's
few
not that hard.
patches
Just pick the switch.
between where I am today, standing on stage, and the end of the year. But let's start with
Right now.
some things that you're going to see at IE.
Give it.
The medical terrapin.
Anvil?
It's the medical terrapin.
No, it is.
It is.
It is.
They put it in the game. Those fucking mad lads.
I mean, it's been in lore.
Yeah, it's lore accurate. There's also a dropship version. Bro, that's gonna make all the money right there.
Take my money.
It's got the lights.
This Crusader? Intrepid?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's the
that's
Intrepid.
Intrepid. Oh, it's got a front entrance.
Small.
Start.
Probably has like one size 4 gun on it.
That's the fortune.
Probably the Mirai Guardian, actually, because they were going to show you the stuff they have.
Oh, no, shit, it's just the cockpit.
This might be an Avenger Titan competitor. Yeah. Look at that big ass gun.
Our orc has
Yeah. Fuck, I've got 3.
it looks so good.
I really like the updated use of the RSI color.
Yeah.
I mean, you can just release this now. It's fine. It's done. There we go. Like how they're showing us the theme of the place. So like purple and stuff. Also let you know it's a new Babbage.
What? That's
It's
never
a new Babbage floor.
Yeah.
It's like a reactor.
Yeah, this is like squadron level fucking engine. It is a reactor with cooling water.
Yeah.
So, you know, like they say buyer's remorse. I don't know what the fuck that is.
I regret that mine.
I know.
Wow.
Capital gravity generator, I guess. That's fucking great.
cargo.
This is the cargo. It's also where you can store your torpedoes.
Oh
Loading
my
area.
goodness. Oh.
Oh, the animation.
It's got rotary launchers. My dick is so hard.
Fuck, it looks so good.
That match is so good.
Why didn't you show the Guardian though, huh?
No. Why are they playing that so close to their
Okay.
hand?
So on top of
just-
those ships we've talked
it's
about, we also worked on a number of other ships this year. So we're just going to quickly go through them before we get on to what we're doing next. So we delivered the Sulen, the Storm, the Cutter Rambler, the F7A and F7C Mark IIs. So I always get tongue twisted with these. And the F7A Mark Is.
They also did the Santok EI, the Sabre Firebird, the Peregrine, and then most recently, the Argo Atlas. So, like last year, where we did a little tease, can't just leave without teasing a little bit more. So, let's have a quick look at just some, emphasis on some, of the vehicles that we're working
Always
on
the
in
earliest
the next
to
12 months.
Yeah, obviously. Crafting version.
The crafting thing?
New Atlas platform?
No, that is a new Atlas platform. That's
Yeah.
the crafting, probably.
New Hornets?
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
Super
Mark
Hornets.
IIs?
Yeah.
Tracker?
It might be the tracker.
Yeah.
That's the Ghost.
Oh, that's the Terrapin.
Yeah, the medical.
Yeah. Yeah. There's the Guardian.
Okay, so she's being pushed.
Mining ship.
That's the misfortune.
Intrepid.
Yeah.
It's gotta be Drake.
What? It's a Okay, there's the mist.
Oh, the Perseus. The Ironclad.
Rob fucking Torque.
These fucking
Pioneer.
Here she is.
That's the
So-
Kraken.
No, it's not.
Pioneer.
It's not the Kraken.
I just want to say a big thank you to all of
Kraken's
you,
fall.
and a big thank you to all the vehicle team in all the studios around the globe. They give us all this really cool stuff that we can get to stand on stage and talk to you guys about. Some of them are probably hiding at the back, but I just want to say a big thank you to you all,
Oh, I bet that was the
especially for all the
Guardian
hard work
King.
on these recent ships.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Massive, massive thank you to everyone involved in putting these vehicles together.
Right, thank you.
Thank you.
I didn't see the Galaxy in there.
Who gives
No,
a fuck?
they
It's the
don't.
Perseus.
They did say the
That
Galaxy
was
getting in for
awesome,
the
you guys.
Perseus,
I swear some of those silhouettes looked a little familiar. Let's give it up one more time for the vehicle team. Let's hear it for the vehicle team, everybody. Woo! Call and response. We'll work on it for next year. Speaking of awesome ships, we are here at the Planet Ring booth here on the show floor at CitizenCon. These guys have some amazing models
I'll be
that
right
are
back.
in prototype right now. We're going to check them out right now. Let's check out some of these awesome prototype models we have right here. Let's check those out. We're going to give our cameraman just a quick moment to check them out. I am here with Ray of Planet Ring. We're going to be asking him a couple questions about these prototypes in just a second, but I want to make sure that the camera has time to
there's
check
no
out the
such thing
details
as any
on
other
these
video game.
awesome models that we're hoping to get out in the
Yeah,
near
it's really hard to
future.
think of any
Oh,
of
look at that. That is some sexy detail work.
They're cooking, dude.
All right, so
I was
Ray, what
talking
inspired
about
you to
that, I
make
think,
models
with Dars,
of Star
like,
Citizen
they have
ships?
4 ships
Well,
and
actually, we
I
have been
think they're
Star
gonna
Citizen
start doing
bankers for
striking
many
to
years.
different
Myself,
brands.
I joined the wars in
Sometimes
2015,
Mission,
and my colleagues
Drake,
joined it in
Mist,
2014, which is
and
10
then,
years ago. It's a long way for
RSI
us.
Aegis
And we've
as,
been
like, the
specialized in sci-fi models. We
Yeah,
have been
obviously
collaborating
it's
with
also
other famous IPs like the films, especially especially the sci-fi films and animations and games. So we are excited to be here as a partner of CIG to bring the citizens in the world with a beautiful ship in affordable price. Yeah.
Amazing. So how long does each model take for you guys to make?
Well, we've been working for several months for now, but our prototype now is still early stage of what we are going to do in the future. So it's roughly like 5-6 months for now. That's what we have been building for everything we see here in this booth.
It is the Pioneer,
yeah,
bro.
and they are
It's the recon
amazing.
this,
So
you don't notice
I
it.
have to ask, which model is the hardest to make, but also which one's your favorite?
Yeah, it's a good question, but I would say the Star Citizen ships are very in detail, so each one of them are very hard to make actually. But my personal favorite should be the F8. You can see the F8 has very beautiful panel lines. It's very beautiful in details, and it has a brutal weapon system that's crazy. And also, I want to make sure that everyone knows that our prototypes come into our final products come into two versions: assembly version and the finished version. So for assembly version, we have injection pieces, so you can cut it yourself and build it yourself, paint it yourself, and it's glue-free, it's snap-fit, it's easy for everyone to build in 3 hours. And the finished version, we have it printed for you, we have it assembled for you, and we have some extra layers, painting, welding effects, and some extra decals. It's amazing, fine quality.
Amazing. And so we're actually going to show these really quick, and as we show these details over, we're going to actually throw it over to Sam. Let's give a quick detail on this. Thank you again, Planet Ring. We're really happy to have you guys here. Let's throw it over to Sam back at the community booth. Thank you, Ray, again, for having us here. We'll see you guys at the community booth.
Hi guys, I'm back at the community booths and I'm over here with Ultima. Could you give us a brief intro for the guys watching at home to what you guys do?
Absolutely. I'm Sigelian from Ultima Energy. We're the leading provider of fuel products and services here in the Verse. We do a lot of Starfarer operations. You can find us on our website at ultima.energy, and we have Discord as well, so hit us up there.
Amazing. Thanks so much, guys. Let's move right on over to Medrunner.
And inflated a
So,
little bit, so it has
Jared talked a little bit about you guys earlier today. So, how have you found the convention so far? What's been your favorite bit?
Oh, man, it's been amazing. Squadron 42 looked so good. I mean, I'm an Idris owner myself, so I'm super hyped to seeing Squadron 42 in 2026. Just the love from the community has been amazing. It's been so much fun here.
Thank you so much for being here. And if you guys haven't already, do come check out their booth because it is really amazing. Okay. And I am here right on the end of our amazing community booth area with our Avantgarde guys. So, Avantgarde, would you mind introducing yourselves and what you guys do?
Yeah, absolutely. We are a PMC organization. We do PvP both in the sky and on the ground. We also a trading division where we trade rare guns, rare armors, and everything. Our goal is to have at least 100 members, but because we value people below quantity. We want to create a legacy altogether. When I create this organization, I don't consider myself the commander of everything. I just planted a seed for a tree. Maybe I will never see the fruits, but I want to create a legacy. People need to have fun, maybe win sometimes also, but especially win. Be a healthy community and having fun altogether.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Right, let's move on over to the other side, where I am joined by my partner in crime, Dan.
Historically speaking, you and this don't get along.
Hi guys, we're back here at the community section with my friends at Imperium. They have again.
The concierge paint.
We saw a moment ago. Look at that
yellow
awesome
with
ship
blue
model
on the
they have here. It's even better than the one they had in LA last year. Guys, quick elevator pitch. What do you guys here at for Imperium have here at CitizenCon this year?
Well, the paint pack.
At CitizenCon this year, we brought another one of our 1 to 500 scale Bengals. This one is actually in Imperium colors. It's the ISS Sovereign, which was picked as the name for our flagship by our members. And then also over here, we have 1 to 2,500 scale Bengal Krugeri Battle Group that was made by one of our members that we're going to be donating to Cloud Imperium and to Chris Roberts.
The CSBs.
That is amazing. You guys have made some awesome stuff here. We're really happy to have you. As always, Imperium creates some awesome showcase stuff here at CitizenCon. We're going to move on. Thank you guys at Imperium so much. And we're going to move right along. Thanks, guys. Next up, we have Black Star Initiative. If you guys are interested in a private military force with weekly events, Black Star is the place to check out. Guys, again, quick elevator pitch. what is Black Star all about, and what do you guys have here at CitizenCon for us?
Use my tracker, dude.
Black Star is all about helping other people in the org, getting to PvP battles, and also doing security and protection. Over here we have got, at our booth, we have a med gun made by someone in our community. We have got our challenge coin, which we provide to other leaders within organizations that we meet out in the verse. Coasters and patches. So if you ever need anyone to do protection for your bases that are coming soon, look to us. No one's better.
Yes, and if you want to get good at PvP, we have daily trainings that we can provide to you. We have a lot of stuff to do. We have a civilian division if you're not that much into combat, but even they get trained, combat ready, so you know how to defend yourself.
Awesome. Thank you guys at Black Star. We are always happy to have you. We're going to move right along to one more final community booth. This is our last one of the show. We have here, guys, CitizenCon is sometimes a crazy show with lots of cuts, lots of cameras, and no one knows that better than HubNet. HubNet is an awesome news roleplay group, but I think you guys can say it better. Tell us all about HubNet.
All right, so HubNet is our attempt at making content for the citizens in the verse in 2954. So not for you players, but for the players' characters. So we make a full feature-length movie like Overclocked. We make animated series like Jack of Spades, and our news report, Hubwire, is meant to report on events that are going on in the verse. And Joel can tell you a little bit more about what we do.
Yeah, so if you're looking to create a project or get involved in a project, you can join our Discord, sign up as a role. You can be a voice actor, a filmmaker, whatever your talent is, we can use you. We're effectively Netflix in the verse, so come check us out at HubNet.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you guys at HubNet. Guys, this is it for me and Sam here at CitizenCon. It has been great being your guys' interstitial hosts. And Sam, do you have any final words?
The minute I saw that in the cell,
no, just amazing job, guys. Everything in this community booth, all of the developers that have worked so hard to make CitizenCon happen, you guys are amazing. So hope you have an amazing rest of your CitizenCon.
From Dan and Sam here on the show floor, thank you guys, and it's back to you, Jared, on the stage.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Oh, that's Tiggy. Fuck. I read the thing wrong. Tiggy, thank you for the 12 months. Jesus.
It's time, everybody. It's time. And before we get this started,
Paco said
we're doing a lot of things here. I want to do some personal thanks to myself. Okay? So first, I want to thank all the developers who took their time to build their presentations and showcase for you their amazing work that they've been doing over the last year for Star Citizen and Squadron 42. So please, a round of applause for the developers. It is not easy to stand on this stage in front of 4,000 people, in front of tens of thousands of people at home, and the hundreds of thousands who will clip this and replay it and cut it into other content videos for years and years to come. So thank you so much. I want to do a couple individual call-outs, though, because it's important to me, and I'm on stage right now, and you're a captive audience. I want to call out Nick Pierce. Nick Pierce from the Characters and Creatures presentation. 10 days ago, we lost our main presenter. He didn't die or anything, he just couldn't make the trip. Nick stepped in with only 10 days to prepare that amazing armor specialization presentation that you saw. So Nick, you're a champion. Thank you so much stepping at the last minute. Benoit and Ian. Benoit and Ian took the reins and delivered multiple presentations this year. You may only see them talking in this presentation or this presentation. You're going to see Ian in this one here, like this. But their work behind the scenes, getting all of these presentations up to the standard that they're required, was amazing this year. So Benoit and Ian, you don't have to clap for this one. This is just for me. Thank you so much, Benoit and Ian. All right, you can clap. That's fine. You might have noticed we went on ISC hiatus a couple weeks ago. We went on hiatus a little earlier than normal because we took the ISC gameplay capture team and we dedicated them to the work of CitizenCon for the last almost 6 weeks. Every year at CitizenCon, the devs spend their time creating their footage for you, their showcases for you, and many of them still did. But the amount of work it takes them away from the work of actually creating the game. So our ISC gameplay capture team really stepped up this year for the first time in CitizenCon history and helped folks create the videos. Those amazing looks at Nyx, those amazing looks at Castra, the amazing looks at the sandworm and stuff. So I want to call out Will, Dave, Toby, Alex, and our newest member,
That
Thomas.
matters
Hi,
'cause
Thomas.
it's 1.0.
Thank you so much, guys. They had never participated in a CitizenCon before, and I think they were a little surprised at first at the sheer amount of work that goes into doing this, but they stepped up and delivered some amazing stuff, the last of which you're going to see some in this next presentation. And then our last two groups of people I want to present, I want to share. Are they back there? Wave if you're back there. You guys ready? I can't see anything. All right, I hope I'm vamping a little bit until Rich Tyra gets into place. I could hide it from you, but I'm not. So the last groups of people I want to thank. Well, let me tell you a story real quick. When I'm back there, and folks are coming up to me, and they're thanking me for this, and thanking me for doing ISC, for doing SEL, for putting this together on the stage today. I'm struck by two things every time I'm thanked. One is that I can't do any of this without you. There is no game project in the world that does a weekly behind-the-scenes docuseries each and every week, and then turns around and does a live talk show the next day after it. And that's only made possible because you guys keep tuning in, you guys keep watching, you guys keep supporting, you guys keep making relatively positive comments about me. I don't think I'm ever going to shave my face again. But it's all right. I just wanted to see what I looked like. You know, I'm like, oh, that's what you look like. All right, I agree with the people. Let's bring it back. And then last but not least, there is one person who makes it possible for me to do everything that I've done here. I've been here for 10 years. I've produced 7 CitizenCons. I've produced 3 Gamescoms, a PAX or 2, and a couple digital stuff, and of course ISC and SCL every single week. And really, after your support, the only reason I get to do this week in and week out and have these big moments like this is because of the same guy who makes it possible for all of us to do our jobs. So I'd like to thank, where's the camera? There you go. I'd like to thank Chris Roberts. Chris, thank you. Thank you for